is Vito's territory right here, right?
Oh, yeah.
And you know, he's got the crowd behind him, and he's in great shape. I expect to see a very good performance. Now, the guy he's fighting, Noah Kidd, is a very unorthodox fighter, and it's not somebody that Vito has studied, so he's going to have to figure him out right from the get-go.
Again, Vito has had the last 3 months to be thinking really constantly about James Martin and revenge, and then Martin didn't make weight, and he and his team opted to not take that fight. We'll talk about that, because now he's got a very different opponent, and vengeance is not on his mind, but he must bounce back from his first pro loss. Tail of the tape, Vito Mielnicki Jr., 8-1 now. He's only 19 years old. Noah Kidd is 26. He is the taller man in the ring, 6 feet to 5'9". He has the reach advantage as well. Let's go to the ring, and Jimmy Lennon Jr.
Ladies and gentlemen, from the Prudential Center here in Newark, New Jersey, Premier Boxing Champions presents the co-main event of the evening. Introducing our judges, scoring from ringside, we have James Kinney, John McKay, and John Signorelli. All right, fans, here we go. Welterweights in the ring. We're scheduled 8 rounds of boxing for the co-main event of the evening. Introducing to you first on my left, fighting out of the red corner, wearing black trunks with red trim, joining us from Kansas City, Missouri. He weighed in at 144 1/2 pounds. His record: 6 wins, 3 losses, and 2 draws, with 5 wins. Coming by way of knockout, introducing Noah Kidd. And his opponent across the ring, fighting out of the blue corner in this 8-round attraction, wearing black trunks, fighting out of and representing Roseland, New Jersey. He weighed in at 147 pounds with a record of 8 wins, 1 loss. He has 5 wins, coming by way of knockout. Please welcome the popular young fighter known as White Magic, introducing Vito Mielnicki. And our third man of the ring, the referee in charge of the action, Eric Dali.
Okay, gentlemen, you already know the rules. I want to remind you to keep it clean, protect yourself at all times, obey my commands at all times. Touch gloves. Good luck to both of you.
You know, some of our fellow New Jerseyans were yelling at Noah Kidd there in the corner, and Kidd turned around to yell back at them. Noah, pay no attention to those people.
Right.
Pay attention to that guy over there.
Because I'll tell you why, he better. Right now, as I'm sizing up Mielnicki in the corner right now, he looks in great shape. Yeah. And he's a dangerous guy when he's in great shape.
Yeah,
I'm expecting to see a real performance out of him, if not a knockout tonight.
He looks lean and mean.
Oh,
You're absolutely right.
He looks great.
Yeah.
So here we go, Vito Mielnicki Jr. back in front of his fans in New Jersey, off his first professional loss, scheduled for 8, flipped around there by Noah Kidd.
Noah Kidd's known to be an unorthodox guy. He throws it from unorthodox angles. He's rough, he's crude. And sometimes that can be unsettling to a good, sharp fighter like Mielnicki.
Good hard jab there by Mielnicki, straight up the middle. But Code, a kid unorthodox and fast with his hands as well.
Also coming off of 2 knockout wins in this fight.
And imagine his opportunity, right? I mentioned he's not on TV. He's fighting at about 5 o'clock in the afternoon. Instead, hey, you want to fight at about 8:30, 9 o'clock on Fox? Big right hand by Mielnicki. So he gets on TV, but he was close to being starched.
Let him go.
But you know, he's looking to come back. Noah Kidd is coming back with his punches. As soon as Mielnicki throws a punch, he's answering.
That's right.
It's a good hard hook by Mielnicki and a right hand there by Kidd, entering back and back with a combination.
But see, Kidd fighting like that is going to make a mistake eventually from a sharpshooter like Mielnicki. In fact, Mielnicki probably would have an easier time with James Martin tonight.
Work your hands, work out of that.
He's going to predict what's coming.
Joe, I wonder too. Do you think what do you think he was thinking in the dressing room watching James Martin lose his fight to Joey Spencer? Given that was the guy he's been training for 3 months.
Well, I'm sure he was probably going, look, I wish I could have had a bite at that apple.
Work out of that, boys. Work your hands. Pick him up.
Things turned out.
Work your hands.
It is what it is. Mielnicki made his weight. He deserved to have the guy in front of him make his weight, and he didn't. You know, so his management team opted out of it. and they took, Noah Kidd instead.
Work your hands, no punching in the back. Work your hands.
As far as what he was thinking,
let him go.
He probably wishes he was in there instead of Spencer.
Should he have taken that fight? It's a couple of pounds. You know, the guy has no knockout. Should he have taken that fight?
Well, let me tell you, if it was me,
oh, down he goes.
Good punch.
Mielnicki that fast.
Beautiful left hook. That's why I said the kid was going to make a mistake, get wild.
Step this way.
Mielnicki just put them apart.
You want to continue?
Beautiful left hook.
Vito Mielnicki Jr. looking to bounce back from his first pro loss. The New Jersey crowd on their feet now, chanting for Vito.
You see, Vito doesn't mind sitting down in the pocket once he's got you hurt. See,
big exchange. Kid is still firing, but Mielnicki is sharper and stronger.
Kid's holding on for dear life right now. If Mielnicki had the chance, he'd be working with him on the inside if that's where the action took him.
Big hook, body shot to the right hand. Right hand to the body as well by Mielnicki. Kid is being hurt. He's trying to hold on, desperate.
Mielnicki cannot get wild. When you hurt a guy is when you should become real calm, go to that body, pick your shots.
Final seconds, round number 1. Can Kid make it out? Holding on again, bulldozes him into the corner, trying to survive. Final seconds. Another combination by Mielnicki, but Noah Kidd survives round 1, barely.
All right, here we go. Here's that knockdown. It's going to be a left hook right off of that jab. Bam, right there, right off the temple. And believe me, that put Noah Kidd down very hard. And here's another look at it. Bam, that was actually more off the cheek than it was.
And Joe, we call that a check left hook.
Yeah, right off the jab, right?
Yes.
And the end of the round, Mielnicki really digging in. He looks terrific. Look, he comes off what had to be a devastating loss for him against James Martin 3 months ago.
Oh, yeah.
So he dedicated himself in the gym, looking for revenge against Martin. Again, they opted to not take that fight when Martin was overweight. But either way, he looks terrific right now.
Well, you're still going to take revenge because you're not going to waste that training camp he had. No. He went to work in camp. But right now, I got to tell you, see, Noah Kidd is a dangerous guy because he's all head, shoulders, elbows, and it's you got to really wait for that good opening from him. And I think Mielnicki will find it again. But again, he's a very difficult guy to fight.
He is, but he's all over the place with his feet and his hands. You don't know if he's going to go southpaw or orthodox, but he takes a little break after Mielnicki throws a punch at him and kind of reassesses himself, but he doesn't come straight back.
Clubbing right hand, and the shot was low. That was low on Noah Kidd, no question. I don't know how much he got behind it, but it was low.
Yeah, but when somebody's grabbing you and sitting on your, pushing you down, that makes your punches go down lower as well. See, look at him. He's really wrestling with him. That was a little purpose shot right there. That was not an accident, but
because of the collection.
I don't know. It looked like an accident to me.
No. That was no accident.
I don't know.
All I know is this.
Lennox is very forgiving.
Right. Eric Dali, the referee, great referee, is going to give him time because he knows he deserves the rest. He's got up to 5 minutes.
Yeah.
If Vito does it again, he'll take a point.
That was a good move, too, because he also let Kidd know you could take more time. He opted not to, and now we're back at it in round number 2.
Really what Vito was doing was this. Knock off the wrestling. Here, I'm going to give you a reason why.
Okay.
But again, I think Vito's going to eventually catch him with another good shot. I like how Vito Mielnicki is following his right hand up with left hooks to the body and left uppercut. So he's really got a good flow to his punches right now against a guy it's not easy to have a flow against.
Mielnicki again with the hook right at the waistline. But he's been very sharp in this fight in the early going. I even like his haircut, Joe.
Yeah.
I like that. It's a little more Jack Dempsey-esque. It's a little tighter.
That's a boot camp haircut,
Yeah, a little more serious. Yeah. You're not a matinee idol, kid. A rising boxing star.
Well, he really is, though. I mean, he's got the it going for him. Look, he's a great-looking kid. He's got a great style. Wait until he matures. This kid's going to be a killer.
He's only 19 years old, and there lands another hook. Noah Kidd tried to catch his breath. He looks hurt now in the corner. Dali takes a long look, and Kidd holding once again to survive.
Yeah, kid's making a mistake by doing that because he's alerting Mielnicki and saying, hey, I need to take a breath. But Mielnicki's saying, no, you can't take a breath. You got to eat these hooks.
And eventually Eric Dali is going to have to have a conversation there with Kid and maybe take a point away from him. Another hard hook. Mielnicki has him in the corner. Kid stumbling, and now he's dazed. And down he goes. That's a knockdown, and it's over. Eric Dali says that's it. Vito Mielnicki back in New Jersey with a TKO.
Listen, he looked great against a real unorthodox guy who's very strong, had a couple of big wins like Lennox said, and I'm going to tell you something. When this kid trains, because I worked with him for 6 months, and let me tell you something, he was throwing that left uppercut really nice to the belly, to the chin, had a good flow to his punches, got rough with the other guy when he had to, wrestled with him when he had to, used that forearm when he had to. I liked what I saw tonight. Let me tell you, he looked good.
He looked sharp and serious in this fight. Recommitted to his craft, recommitted to his profession, and here in front of his New Jersey fans, he was all business and just looked terrific. And you saw round 2, that's as far as we got for Vito Mielnicki Jr. He had an 8-week camp. He sparred with Chris Colbert. Joey said he was sparring 3 times a week, close to 150 rounds, and you could see the results tonight.
Here we go. Here's that jump left hook. Bam! Caught him clean, and then had his right hand up for the counter. That got him hurt. Now here we go. Mielnicki had him hurt, and he's again hooked, but he's going to probably go back down to the body here after this hook. Maybe not. No, it was a double hook.
Oh, yeah, here you go. First he starts off with that hook and a double hook, and now he comes after him and throws that right hand, misses. But he comes back with that hook. That hook is being good.
That was a nice left uppercut through the follow-up, right?
Yes, it was.
And you can see the crowd from West Caldwell coming in with the M on their shirt. That's Mielnicki. And you could see Eric Dali saw that Noah Kid turned his head and wanted no more, and the safe thing to do is to stop that fight. Joe, I'm not kidding. I like the hair. The haircut shows how serious he is.
Again, of course, like I said, that's his boot camp haircut. I like it.
Let's go to Jimmy Lennon Jr.
Ladies and gentlemen, we have the time of 2 minutes 32 seconds into round number 2. Our referee in charge, Eric Dali, stops the contest. He is the winner by way of technical knockout. White Magic, Vito Mielnicki.
Yeah, it's not easy coming back from a loss. Lennox, you knew that even at your level as a world champion. So for Vito to come back like this is important for his career.
It is. You can tell he refocused mentally, and he came in this fight just a different person.
Sure did, Lynn. You're exactly right.
Heidi Androl is in the ring, and there she is with Vito. Go ahead, Heidi.
Thank you very much, Brian. Vito, I know you want to do your posing. You got to get your pictures in. This is the place that you began your pro career, and now you get to come back and get a spectacular win in front of fans. It's been a while. What do you want to say to the fans here in New Jersey?
First of all, I want to thank everyone who came out. Jersey, we're in the building, baby. I can't thank everyone enough for coming out. They showed amazing support. Obviously, there was an opponent change. We were supposed to do a highly anticipated rematch, which I know a lot of people were looking forward to. I was looking forward to it too. I did my job. I came in on weight, and that's it. I did my job. He didn't do his. We're looking forward though. So.
Yes, looking forward. I do want to talk about this fight, but since you took us there, I know that you told me before this interview that you were watching James Martin face Joey Spencer back in the dressing room. What were you thinking?
I mean, I was thinking that this was my night to beat James Martin. I know he knows that he got me on my worst night. If I would have fought him tonight, it would have been a completely different story. I know they're watching back in the dressing room, knowing what they did and what they didn't want to do tonight. And I'm not going to take away from the fact that I got a second round knockout. Once again, I want to thank everyone for coming out. Showed amazing support. I love you guys.
Do you want James Martin next?
I don't need James Martin. I move on. I'm with Al Heyman. I'm with the best in the business, and I know I'm moving up, going forward. I'm going to become a superstar. I don't need James Martin.
All right, let's talk about this victory because it was an impressive one. Here's the highlight. It was started off with a double hook. Tell me what you saw in this knockdown.
So, yeah, like I said, I was coming in to fight James Martin, a more technical guy. Obviously, this guy was more of a wild, all over the place kind of guy.
Awkward guy, yeah.
Awkward guy. I still got the job done. I did my job, and I saw openings. I saw he was looking to quit. That's why I jumped on him.
In terms of looking forward, which you said you are doing, you look in incredible shape. I know you had a great fight camp, you had a fight house, in fact. When would you like to fight next?
I mean, I'm still 19. I think I was a very busy fighter in the pandemic. I think it's time for me to obviously learn and grow. I want to thank my coaches, Moo, Lamont Peterson was in the gym with me throughout camp, Ray Citrullo, Kai De La Cruz, Next Rep Performance. Yeah, we had a great camp. Keyshawn Williams, Nick Vitone, Malik Nelson, they all, Keyshawn was supposed to fight, but he didn't. Yeah, we had a great camp.
You had an excellent camp, and you had a great fight here tonight. Congratulations, Brian. Over to you.
Heidi, thank you very much. Good bounce-back night for Vito Mielnicki. Again, exciting in front of the fans and very important for him after his first pro loss. Vito Mielnicki Jr. gets the win, gets to 9-1, still just 19 years of age.